What's up, guys? Really good that you're back at this market outlook. And in this video, I'm going to talk about why I have been looking at dollar shorts and yen shorts for the past couple of weeks. And on dollar, it all started actually when price respected this daily order supply zone. This was from this point on, I've been looking for shorts. Obviously, I started looking for shorts way up higher, but I'm going to break down this price action and why this has been very clean the last couple of weeks. So as I said, price respected this supply zone, and then what we see here is we see price trading down and then price trading up again, and this is a weak low still because price has done nothing with this low. A low is strong if a low comes and then trades up and then trades down again, then liquidity has been taken out here, and then you could say, okay, that's a strong low, and from that point on you could start looking for buys again. But because this low was still weak, I knew that this low still had to be taken out, right? So here we see price trading up. We lure in some extra sellers actually here. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it better, but we lure in some sellers because we're trading down, up, and then down again. So people are believing we are going to trade down from here, and then we take out the internal liquidity like this. So here we take out this internal liquidity. So this is a really nice sell, and then from this point on you've traded below this low, but as you can see, price disrespects this low and we keep trading down. So this was a really nice trade that you could have took. And then when we start looking down at the leg, you see another really good sell, because this is the order flow that price has respected. And why is this order flow? Well, what happens here is market makers, they manipulate the market here. They place a buy in order to catch this internal liquidity. And if they place a buy and then price moves down underneath this where they place the buy, their orders or their positions are in drawdown, and they don't want their positions to be in drawdown. They want to close them on break even or even in a little bit of profit. So that's why price comes back into this order flow, and this was another really clean sell. So here price respected the order flow, and then you trade it down again, and that was a really nice sell, and why price has been moving bearish this whole time. And here you see a little reaction back up again, and then we go back down. But this also is manipulation, because you respect, check, you respect the zone right here. This is the last zone that was respected. This. And price also market makers also manipulated the market here in order to come back to this zone, respect it, and then continue to move again. And as you can see, this is where order flow connects again. Like this. And look, it connects perfectly. So this were some really nice shorts on dollar the last couple of weeks. And then this was a really difficult price action, I would say, because right here we came and we traded to this low, and here price traded up really high. And then obviously a lot of people believe that we're going to trade up again, but here you see a really big price gap, and then it's difficult to see what actually happened here, right? So I was a bit patient here. I still wanted to see what dollar was going to do, and as soon as price came back here, this had some really good potential of being a strong low, like I just talked about, right? Because here we are luring in some buyers, and then we are coming back to this low, and we also respect this higher time frame liquidity point. So buys, this had some really good potential of being a strong low, and that's why I was looking for some buys here. But then we saw some aggression down right here, right? So now this could have been an even stronger low, because now we lured in even more buyers, and then we took out the low again. So, but what actually happened here is that price actually lured in some sellers with aggression, and then came back up, and then took out some internal liquidity. So the early sellers that came in the market actually were stopped out because some sellers came into the market here. And where do they place their stop losses? They place their stop losses right here, right? So above these points here and maybe even here. And price came back all the way to the stop losses. As you can see, price came back. And then here lured in some early sellers even. And this could have happened because this was a smart money trap, because this is a supply zone. But as you can see, price did not actually respect this supply zone, but it came in the supply zone, lured in some early sellers again, and then took out the internal liquidity and then started moving down. So this was another really nice sell that you could have taken. And right now we are at another high time frame point of interest, right? And on a really high time frame, this could be a strong low right now, because here price arrives, we lure in really a lot of buyers, and then now we are back at this low again, right? Meaning that the buyers that have placed their stop losses below this low, yeah, their stop losses could be hit right now. So that's why I want to see what happens in this low right now. Because right now we see price arrives, some buyers come in, and then we come back and we take out some internal liquidity right here, right? So we take out some internal liquidity. And price has been moving up. So here we see a break of structure, which could be the first sign that we're trading up. So here we break the structure, the bear structure. And right now we are trading back again, meaning that we could take out some liquidity, some internal liquidity, in order to move back up again. So like this. But I want to see if price is going to connect with this order flow. I talked about order flow earlier as well. And I want to see if price can connect with this last sell move that the market makers or institutions placed in order to let price react up and let people hit their stop losses at this internal liquidity, right? So I want to see what price is going to do in this zone right here. So right now we are trading beneath this internal liquidity and towards the order flow I just talked about. And right now it's just a matter of being patient and seeing what happens when price comes right here, because this also could be a really nice continuation of the bearish trend, because right now we had a strong low, a possible strong low, and maybe this strong low already did what I had to do, which is take out some more liquidity in order to trade down more, because here you see we also took out this liquidity, right? So right now this is a difficult point, I would say, because price is looking, this low could have already taken out this internal liquidity in order to move down again, but price could also have a reaction on this order flow, and this could be a strong low as well. So just a matter of being patient right now, seeing what happens when price comes here. But yeah, really big chance that we also just respected this low right here, and that or this high right here, and that we're going to trade down even more, because we still have a lot of room to go down on dollars still, right? Because we have all these liquidity points that we still can take out on the dollar. So wouldn't be surprised if we are going to trade even more down on the dollar. So we'll wait and see what happens. And now I'm going to talk about Japanese yen and why I have been looking for sells on this pair for the last couple of weeks. This price action is also really clean. What happened here is we took out some higher time frame liquidity at this high, because there are a lot of stop losses above this high, because this high lures in a lot of sellers, right? Because we have been trading down for a long time there. And then we came back at this high. What we saw here was really clean. So price took out this high time frame liquidity, lured in some sellers, because we were trading below these lows right here. So below these lows, for example. So we lured in some sellers, and then we took out the high again. And this right now is a strong high. So this high right here is strong. And then from this point on, you see another break of structure right here. So some more sellers come into the market. And here we are in some sort of consolidation, but price comes back here. Some more sellers come in because we're trading below these lows again. And then we take out this internal liquidity. So we see strong high, break of structure, internal liquidity. So this was a really nice sell move. And then we are trading down again. And here you see some more price respecting this zone right here. And this is where I actually took a sell. Usually I really want to see price respecting or taking out this liquidity because this is where the stop losses are. But I saw a really nice setup on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. That was, yeah, it was perfect. It was perfect. And then I was like, okay, there is a chance that we're still going to take out this liquidity. But if I have a big stop loss on Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, then we can still make it. And as you can see, price respected this supply zone and then traded down. So this was a really nice sell that I was able to take. And then price also took out some internal liquidity again and traded down. And here we see a possible temporary strong low because price arrives, some buyers come in, and then these buyers are stopped out right here. So this could have been a temporary strong low. But we do not take out this high time frame low, right? So I still believe that we're going to trade below this low. But this low was needed in order to get some more liquidity in order to continue to move down. So price came here, and this was a really nice high actually, because price came here, respected this internal liquidity, traded down, and then traded up again with aggression. So this was a really nice strong high, because here a lot of people started selling their pairs or Japanese yen in order to let these people hit their stop loss. Price came back with aggression, and then we started trading down again. And here you see price even respecting some internal liquidity after this strong high again. So really nice price action on yen, really nice for sells. And then price traded down again. We break all these lows, so some more sellers come in, price coming back all the way up. And here we see something really nice happening as well. What we see here is price respecting this order flow. See, this is the last move up that took out the liquidity. So this is where manipulation, where market makers manipulated the market because they wanted to take out that liquidity, right? And you see price coming back in that zone and then trading down again, but it still decided to take out that liquidity once again. So this was a really nasty move on yen. And I actually hit a stop loss because of this, because I stepped in a sell right here, and then price decided to come back and then make the move down. So that was really nasty. But yeah, shit happens. And then some more break of structure. So we're trading down again, luring in some extra sellers. As you can see, we are trading below these lows right here. And price respecting this zone right here, but this for me is not a valid trade. I want to see some liquidity being taken out. And right now trading below even more lows, and this also for me was not really a valid trade, because this was really such a big move up that I expected this to be taken out in order to be trading down again. But price actually, as you can see, did not take out this liquidity and then started trading down. So it was really difficult to enter the trade right here. But right now, price is right here. And I still believe that we are going to take out this low that I talked about, right? That is this low. Wait, let me zoom out. That is this low right here. I still expect price to take out this low. So what I want to see right now is, if we zoom in a little bit, so I want some liquidity being taken out and maybe some order flow being respected right here. And here you can see this is a double top, meaning that there is liquidity right here. So here is a lot of liquidity because this is where people are going to look for a sell again. That means that their stop losses are going to be above these highs. And here we see, if we zoom in a little bit even more, this is where price took out some internal liquidity again. This liquidity right here. Wait, draw it like this. And this is the move up that took out the liquidity. So this is your last order flow right here. And here you see a nice zone in between this internal liquidity and this order flow, right? So I want to target this zone right here and see if we could look for a sell right there. Check this. So what I want to see is price coming back into that zone, and then we can start looking for a sell again on yen, because I want to target the high that I just talked, or the low that I just talked about, right? This low. So I would target this low when price comes back here, and then want to look for a sell. So yeah, this is my breakdown on Japanese yen and the dollar for right now. And yeah, see you guys in the next videos.